Hello, everyone. Welcome to Sarah's Table. We are getting a little bit back to our roots today because we are back in the polymorph system. Woo-hoo! And we are going to play Rebel Scum, which is definitely not Star Wars.
I've never heard of this. I've never heard of this thing that you're talking about.
I know. It's new. It's this idea that I personally had, Star Wars. I'll tell you all about it later. I'm very excited.
Can't wait to hear about it.
It's
Sounds
be
great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What a great name.
Inspired by this game, right?
Right, inspired by this game, 100%.
Very exciting.
This is it's by Ninth Level Games. It was created by Chris O'Neill, who is here, and he's going to do a lot of shenanigans.
Shenanigans?
There it is. But this time,
shenanigans.
It's gonna be space shenanigans.
Space shenanigans.
And from what I can understand, the sole purpose of this game is to punch Nazis in the face.
That is correct, Sarah. You have grasped our thesis perfectly.
Yeah. So there's going to be a lot of.
You still have like if this was an elevator pitch for a game, you'd still have like 3 floors of elevator to just stand there and be like, "Well,
don't need it.
I've said it.
This is it.
Punch space Nazis."
Yeah, when people come like to our booth at a convention, it's like, "Hey, would you like to punch space Nazis?" If the answer isn't no, this is not. If you say no, I don't want your business anyway. Go away.
Please move along. This is not the booth for you.
Not the booth for you.
Not the booth you're looking for. Anyway, hi. How is everybody doing?
I'm doing great.
Yeah.
You good?
I'm excited.
Here in November.
In November. It is definitely November today.
Can you believe what happened on November 2nd? It was
oh my
crazy.
Goodness.
We should talk about that in depth.
Yeah. You know what? I don't want to, in case people are not up on the news,
True.
I don't want to
don't want to
spoil anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just like Google ferret, because that was wild.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Anyway.
And on those space shenanigans.
That note, we're going to do our quick safety discussion. I think it's really important as a responsible gamer and DM to know where everybody's lines are at the table. We are telling the story as a group, and I always want to make sure that people are safe and comfortable. So here on Sarah's Table, if you have been watching in the past, which I really hope you have, and if not, pause this episode, go back and watch like the first, 25,000 and then come back. Here you are never going to run into sexual violence, violence against children, or withholding food as punishment or starvation. I have checked with my players. They have said anything else is fair game. But for those of you watching at home, this is a family-friendly show, so you can bring out your kidlets, your younglings, if you will, and they can watch this episode. We will do our very, very best to not get so excited that we cuss. We are PG-13, so that does mean that we do get one.
We're allowed one.
We're allowed one.
It's always a question of when you're going to use it.
But who's going to use it and where's it going to go? We'll see.
My big content warning for this game is just that this game is inherently political, right?
Yes.
So whenever anybody says, "Oh, I don't like politics in my games," you can also GTFO. So we're gonna say a bunch of things, and if you happen to be on the far right, you're not gonna like them. So too bad.
We are not on the far right here.
Well, this is gonna be an awkward game for me.
We're gonna find out everybody's true colors in just a moment.
Indeed.
So you guys know me. I'm Sarah Moore. My pronouns are she, her. I'm gonna be the game master, the dungeon master, the space master? What is the name?
The GM, the government.
I'm big government.
You are the government in this
right
game.
Here.
You are the Killstar Republic. You are the GM, the government.
I'm gonna be the one that gets punched in the face a lot today. Taking pot shots. I'm going to go around the table. I would love for everyone to introduce themselves and their pronouns, and then also their character and their character's pronouns. And then we are going to dive right in to this. I did prepare things, but not too hard because I have played with Chris before.
Space Nanigans.
Every time you say space nanigans, I'm picturing like an Irish bar or something. It's like,
welcome.
Yeah,
Space Nanigans.
Welcome to
I
space
think it's
nanigans.
like a chain that they have in the U.S., right? So it has like a bunch of stuff that people over here think is very Irish, like hanging on the wall.
It's just really offensive to Irish people.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, a lot of it's like Celtic and Scottish, and there's just
it's
like
all mixed together. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna start that bar. Maybe that's where you guys all start. We'll see. Let's start with you, Robert.
Hello.
Who are you?
My name is Robert Hartley. I am a dungeon master by trade, and which is a weird thing to say, especially without context. And I use he/him pronouns, or they/them's also fine. What else do you want to know?
I want to know about your character.
Let me know about your character. I'll be playing Patience today. Patience is a renegade, or the renegade even. That is the class. I'll be an ex-Republic assassin, someone who used to work for the GM, perhaps the government, and decided what they were doing were not maybe ethical, and now I fight for justice as a renegade. Trained assassin.
What die type are you, Patience?
My die type is a regular old D6.
That's not a regular D6. That is a rainbow D6.
A rainbow D6. Yeah. This is a very nice. I thought it looked sufficiently spacey. So
yeah,
nice
and Patience. We don't know Patience's pronouns, correct?
Patience's pronouns are ticked as unknown because they wear helmet and clothes and never take them off, and I try and remain somewhat mysterious.
I can't wait to try to chip away at that outer shell.
I am an ex-kill trooper. Definitely a kill trooper. No other kind of trooper.
Okay, good. Xavier?
Hi, I'm Xavier Jackson. I am a math teacher. I love math. That is the thing that I do all the time. And I will be playing Gozen Aizu, who is an Amurai general. I will wield the blade. I was once leader of a asteroid colony, but then Baron Deathray destroyed it. And so I will be
That was me.
Baron!
I destroyed it.
Okay, cool.
Did it.
Cool. Now I know. I see you now. And as much as I, definitely upset about that, I, however, am sworn to protect Astra Monarch, who is the daughter of an old friend of mine.
Oh, interesting.
I'm
sure that won't come into play at all.
No, of course not.
Not at all. How could that come into play?
I will be rolling the D8.
Excellent. Bring us home, Chris.
Hey, everybody, I'm Chris O'Neill.
Oh, I forgot one thing.
Oh.
Go ahead, Xavier.
Tomorrow's my birthday.
Yeah!
Happy birthday, Eve.
Very excited. Yeah,
November the 6th.
Yes,
November the
indeed.
6th. It's already
which it already is here in New Zealand. So
because New Zealand is
going to celebrate it again when I wake up.
Yeah.
We are in the future, but when you move here, you are sworn to secrecy about the rest of the world. You're not allowed to tell anybody about upcoming events and things. It ruins space-time continuum and stuff.
Yeah, you could have given us a heads up about the ferrets, but you didn't.
Yeah, we weren't allowed to. We were enjoying when that went down, though. Oh, boy.
Hey.
Hey,
everybody. I'm Chris O'Neill. It's good to see y'all. It's been a while since I've been on Sarah's show and haven't seen Sarah in a while, so I'm very excited. This is Rebel Scum, a game that we're really, really proud of, and we really like it, and really excited to play today. I'm going to play Ryder Vance. He's a low-down, yellow-bellied coward who happens to be very good at cards and riding motorcycles. I'm also pretty good at getting myself into trouble.
Riding murder cycles?
Murder cycles, yes.
Got it.
Yes, murder cycles. I'm like to go fast is what is what we're doing.
More speed is required.
And I am I am also a Vanguard, so I'm going to be rolling 6-sided dice. And
We
yeah,
we are missing in this party very intellectual characters. We are missing
we have a general.
Oh yeah,
general.
yeah. I'm generally good at stuff.
Goes in.
That's what it means. That's sort of jack of all trades sort of
Smart.
situation. All right. I do want to ask, where can we buy this game yet?
This
Or-
game is currently available, Rebel Scum, from the 9th level website and from select stores all over, because this is actually in full distribution. I think you can even get it on Amazon.
buy it.
So,
But buy it directly
Overlords.
from 9th level. If you're going to buy it, please go buy it.
I mean, we don't care where you buy it,
Just buy it.
Just as long as you buy it.
as long as you buy it.
I feel like the best situation would be that you punch a Nazi and take it from them so they can't have it anymore.
That would be, I mean, there would be nothing, I would like nothing better than to hear the story about how a Nazi bought up a bunch of Rebel Scum because they wanted to destroy it, and then
Yeah.
you beat them up.
Yeah. And then took
This-
it.
Stealing a copy of Rebel Scum would count as punching a Nazi in the face,
Yeah.
metaphorically.
And you earn a star.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you earn a star.
I want to point out now that I know Xavier's a maths teacher. I have a degree in applied mathematics as well as one in acting. So as well as being a dungeon master, I'm also a mathematician. So
Well,
Oh,
I'm
be
sorry
exciting.
that this particular game does not really involve
We're
a
gonna
lot
have-
of
we're gonna have
math.
some very complicated maths.
Oh,
Rolling
don't-
dice,
don't
looking
worry.
at a number.
Polymorph
Math is
has a
everywhere. I can
promise
find it.
that there's no math.
No math at all.
I did all the math. I did all the math years ago. Now you don't have to do it.
But for funsies, we'll let you do some math later, maybe on the
Excellent.
break,
Sure,
just
sure.
Just for fun.
because you like it.
I do.
Nerd.
All right. Hi, friends. You're on your ship, the Last Hope. She doesn't look like much, to be honest. She's what you might call a fixer-upper, but she's
That's
pretty-
mostly for show.
yeah, she's a little sneaky, and she has a cloaking device on her, and she doesn't have a lot of cargo space, but you as a crew tend to deliver very important things to the resistance fighters in the area. If there is something that they need desperately, you are like 4 or 5 on the list who they go to.
But we're up there. We're almost.
You're on the
podium.
list though. That's
mhm.
important.
And it is important to let people at home know the characters that we're playing today are all example characters that are in Rebel Scum. So you can actually, you too can play with these characters, and they're awesome action figures. So,
Yes. The action figures are flat in the book. There's not an actual action figure in the book.
you get to act like
You
the person.
are the action figure.
I am the
Acting
action.
figure.
The figure that is doing the action. That is.
You are the figure of action.
Correct. You recently got boarded by the Killstar Republic, so you had to jettison your last cargo load. You were running guns, and now the guns are floating about in the deep space. Just who knows? Maybe somebody got them. Maybe they're still there. You didn't want to go back to check, so your cargo area is currently empty. It's been a while since you've had a job. You are a touch hungry and a touch desperate.
Okay.
And you're being hailed.
I'm standing in the cargo hold, just seething under my helmet, just
Oh.
just looking at the empty hold.
Great. I am wondering who's hailing me. Can I see? Do we have like caller ID?
Oh, no, just you're getting a ping. It's not like a fancy. It's not a known number. You know, you don't have like a little face. Like,
So icon pops up.
Yeah.
Okay. I will answer the hail.
I was wondering what you're doing in this vicinity there, bud.
You know,
You're in restricted space here. You're going through a lane that's been shut down for the Killstar Republic's highway.
I'm gonna look while that's going on. I'm gonna look to see how deep in restricted space we are.
Yeah, give me that would be an intel check, I would imagine.
I would assume 3. That's a success.
Yeah, you are. Somehow, without you realizing it, you drifted like real heavy, real deep into like fully controlled Republican space.
I look over at Goza and I'm like,
oh, okay. Yeah. Sorry. We are just really lost. We were trying to like get to where we're trying to get to like our next depot so we could like get some supplies which we really need, and like we messed up our astrogation and now we're stuck here.
Right.
Right.
I'm gonna need an intel roll from you because this is a BS roll.
I rolled a 1.
Okay. Well, is this something that you could use your character skills for? Remind me the skills that you have.
I am a general and a sword fighter, and so if they board us, I definitely have a sword I could use.
If all you have is a hammer.
All right. Well, they're not buying it, and actually, the voice says, "Hold on, one moment. Let me just." And then there's a tractor beam that locks onto your ship.
Who's the pilot? We should go.
I'm gonna try to take evasive maneuvers.
Oh, all right.
I'm running back from the cargo hold because I've just been jolted by a tractor beam, so I'm running to the cockpit.
Welcome, Patience.
Patience was just like downstairs.
What is happening?
Patience was like looking at Patience. They were all pissed off about the guns that were lost. And
what is happening now?
Now it's like barrel roll, right?
What's happening now, guys? What is this?
It's not going great. We were hailed and they are unhappy with us being here, even though we're lost. Like we're
hailed
lost.
Hailed by whom? The Republic?
Yeah.
How many times have we been over this? Goes in. If the Republic talk, you talk to me. I am ex-Republic. I know how to talk to them. You come. Why do I let you speak?
I'm doing a full barrel roll, right? Like
all right.
An evasive pull. And so I'm assuming that would be engines.
Yes, definitely.
So I actually rolled a 4 and a 5. So they're both successful engine rolls.
Super duper success.
And what I want to do is I want to get into a position close to the ship, close to their ship, because we didn't see a ship, right?
That is correct. Well, I mean, you weren't really looking for much. You were
right.
just hanging out.
So as we're doing this barrel roll, I'm trying to find where they are. That's what I'm trying to do.
So then you were able to barrel roll out of the tractor beam. Now, you personally, I need another intel from you to see if you can determine.
No.
Yeah, you're actually starting to feel a touch queasy. You're somehow stuck in this barrel roll, and you're just like, it's a continuous sort of situation.
Zero.
All right.
By pulling back on the throttle, you've been pushed away from the throttle.
You can't touch it anymore.
Look at that.
Yeah.
The seat rolls back, right? Like the seat as we're going.
It like coming out of the tractor beam acted a little bit like a slingshot, and so now you're just sort of spinning off into space.
I looked for my settings for something that would rotate my screen, but I couldn't find one.
I appreciate that.
Oh, right. I guess I could have physically moved the cannon. Right?
There it is. Yes. Weirdly, Gosen was the only one that was turning.
Yeah,
Two
yeah.
of you
I'm used to it.
figured out how
I
to
jumped-
stay in one spot. And
Yeah, I jumped off of the floor and let the
Yeah.
ship revolve around me, and it landed again.
Yeah.
That's how physics works.
So, are we just evading? Are you trying to determine anything else?
If I can do a thing, I'm gonna try and get onto the. I'm gonna just push Gozen aside and try and get back on the hail and try and use some trooper jargon to alleviate the situation.
I will be pushed out of sight, but I'm a little unhappy about it.
Okay. All right. You may hail. Tell me what you are saying, and then we will roll to see how effective it is.
Well, as a non-trooper myself in real life, I'm not exactly sure what situation it would be in, but can I call on some troopery knowledge to say, like, we are... can I appeal to a greater level of need to know than I know the level of the person on the command?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm gonna say, if you're trying to like use codes or whatever you make up, if you roll well enough, those are the canon. That's what it is. So you get to
cool.
You get to make it.
I say hi, everything's all good. We're fine here. How are you?
We're all fine here now.
We're all fine here now.
It's a big leak. We're just trying to lock it down.
I say it's fine. The problem is, sorry about the lurch of the ship there. We've just been in a bit of a firefight and had to jettison some cargo to destroy the Rebel Scum. In order to maneuver away from their ridiculous newfangled weapons, and now we're reporting back to sector 420 to relay intel on the new level of weaponry that the Rebel Scum seem to have access to. This is I have clearance code 6942 B.
Okay. Give me... Okay, I'm going to give you the option. Okay. This can either be intel, because it is an idea, or it can be... Oh, well, I was going to say heart, because that is what we use in the excellence, but what is it on...
Might.
Whichever you think you would be better at, you may choose.
So the number on the might is 56789 on my sheet. What does that mean for rolling a d6?
Okay, you would need to get a 5 or a 6.
5 or a 6 if I went might, a 2 or a 3 if I went intel.
Correct.
And if I roll a 1 regardless, it's my key trooper-y thing. So that works? Is that
yep.
how that works? All right. Well, I got the same odds of either way. It makes more sense to my brain that it's intel rather than might. I'm trying to come up with intel that I know about how the troopers work and speak.
Well, and because of your background, I would argue that you could roll with advantage.
Which means roll twice and just take whichever one I want.
Yep.
Sure. You can tell me both.
I got a 4 and a 1.
Okay, good thing you rolled with advantage. The 1, you are falling back on your background, so that is a success. And there's a pause on the other end of the line. Everyone in your ship is waiting with bated breath. And then you hear sort of mumbles like, I don't know, he said 60. Do you guys know what clearance 6942B?
Old code, but it seems to check out.
Do we have that? I didn't think we used number. What are we doing? Yeah, great. Okay. Well, if you have intel, we have here that you're supposed to come in. Sorry about the tractor beam. You just fly in.
Right, you are. So do we see the ship now? Wait, can I?
So there's another pause. He's like, just come in. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I always forget to drop the cloak. It's new. It's very exciting. And there's you hear some buttons being hit, and then like a ripple in space in front of you happens, and like a very large space station is directly in front of you. There you go. You could go to the like port. I think port F is open. You could just zip around.
Affirmative. And then I dip my finger off the button, and I'm like, I don't think we're getting away from this, guys. This space station of this size, they're gonna have significant tractor beams all over, and that's without firefighting as well. So I think we go in and try and wing our way. We don't have contraband on board right now.
That is true.
I mean,
well, besides
not
us.
guns.
I mean, I assume that there's a record that they recently boarded us, but
I was gonna say would I know, or would any of us know that the ship that we're on, the Lost Hope, is a rebel vehicle, and they would recognize it as such?
Oh yes.
Yeah. So I say we head into port F. Here's the story. We, in that firefight that I've already established that we've been in with them, our ship got destroyed. We boarded the rebel ship. They tried to take us captive, and we fought them off and jettisoned them into space. And now we're heading here in their ship
and took their clothes.
Yeah, gotta get by. Yeah, sure.
Assumed their identity.
Is my get up with the garb that I wear still kill trooper get up?
Yeah, you look like a kill trooper, except you have like a big anarchy symbol painted on your chest.
Which they did in the fight.
They definitely did this.
On our way in, do not be alarmed. Refer to your higher ups. Relate to your higher ups that we will be coming in a rebel vehicle that we managed to acquire during the fight.
Okay. I'm gonna try to take us around and land in Port F.
Great. Go ahead and give me. That's probably. I mean, I guess it depends on how you're trying to do it.
Just regular engines. I'm just trying to.
Okay.
Not trying to shield. I did roll 1 for the pilot, and I would assume that I know how to land this ship. So
let's hope, huh? It's gonna be a real short adventure.
Blam!
Episode 2.
It was fun.
Catches in episode 2 as we get really graphic on the on the exposure to space.
It's a 35-second episode. So I bring the ship in and I land it, but it doesn't look like an Imperial landing or a Republican landing. It
does not look like a Republican landing. Also, you are not in Port F.
Oh no.
We've come drifting into the
you somehow you're in Port A.
Oh, that sounds like an important port.
It's a very important port.
Oh no.
It's where all of the bigwigs park their ships.
I look out into the absolutely enormous hangar, and like the huge red carpet that's just a permanent.
It's beautiful here. It's really lovely.
Ryder, I don't think this is Port F.
Yeah, these are some really nice ships.
Have they said anything to us?
They haven't said anything to you, but if you look out the front, there is some poor lackey desperately like hitting so many buttons and
gesticulating wildly.
All right, I'm gonna just take off again and slowly back out.
Okay.
I duck down so that you can see out the rearview mirror.
This is definitely also a roll.
Sure.
You're trying to leave again.
Is this, would you call this sensors or engines?
I'm going to say sensors because you're backing up. Casually.
I rolled both a 3 and a crown. So
Great.
so we pull back nice and easy. And we're backing out, so we're looking. Is there any kind of like?
Oh yeah, people are starting to gather.
Is there like? Does it say which direction F is?
Toilet.
Patience, tell me where to go.
I've never seen a space station this big.
I've definitely never seen a space station this big.
They didn't build them this big when I left.
Calm down.
But usually they're in order.
I'm sure, as someone who's been around space stations in my time as a general, that we can figure out where it is. I want to roll intel to figure out where F is.
Please do.
And I get advantage because I'm a general.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would super believe that because you used to run a like an asteroid colony, right?
A whole asteroid colony.
Sure.
I have rolled a 2 and a 3.
Okay, super duper success. And this success tells you that F comes after E.
Thank you.
You're in A right now. And how you read is how they name them.
One of the reasons I left is that they weren't very organized in the way that they named things. They were building like it went A, B, C, and then they went down to D, and then across to E, F to fill up that row. And so sometimes you can't take these things for granted. And then as we pull out, I'm like, seems like they've got someone in charge of that nowadays, though.
Yeah, they're also labeled on the outside, as it turns out.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'm
top. I was looking.
I'm gonna fly real slow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look into B, C, and D as we go past.
Yeah, they're getting. I mean, it still looks fairly new, but they're getting more heavily trafficked the further that you go. The later you go in the alphabet. It's very clear that A, B, C is like A is where the very highest of the high important people go, and then B is like you're still pretty important, but you're not the absolute. And then C is we want to impress you.
People who land in B would probably be disappointed that they weren't given A. But then the diplomats would be like, "Oh, A is up for repairs at the moment, so I'm afraid we're going to have to in B." And they'd be like, "This is such a disgrace."
Right, yeah, and also if they want to slight someone who probably should have A status, they send them to B.
And they're like, "Oh, you arrived in B."
So F, you see F, right? It's still up to date and cutting edge technology and all that, but it looks like it's used a lot. It is actively in use now. There are several ships that are out and being repaired. There are crews working on things. This is a very functional part of the space station.
As we're flying past, I'm like, C-. Why have they made?
Yeah.
What is that one for?
That one, we don't want to talk about that one.
That's for the people who really don't want to go to D, but they're not quite good enough for us.
Yeah, that's one guy.
Specifically, he was kicking up a fuss. I should be a C status. They were like, just make him C-.
Fine, C-, fine. There, you're not on D.
It's spray painted on just the side of the wall.
Yeah.
D+.
It fits one motorbike size.
Right. It's basically an old escape pod hatch.
Yeah. They just jettisoned the escape pod and was like, here, go here.
This one.
All right, so I'm going to bring the last hope into this busy, parking garage and land her down, nice and quiet,
Yeah, since you're going so slow, and this is a thing that you are comfortable with. Let's see how much attention you draw.
Seems real.
Yeah. I mean, I can roll for it if you'd rather, but you go ahead.
I roll a 2 and a 4, so it depends on what you're trying to do. If it's an engines roll,
I think this is a sensors situation.
Then a 2's good. So we keep everything. we don't break any rules.
Or any other ships.
Or yeah, it's just a
Oh, sure.
You don't land on a
follow the
crewing.
line. Don't land on any people. Land in a spot.
Sure.
There's a space.
I'm investigating my blaster as we come in, just making sure that it just general maintenance, making sure that's working order.
Seems good. That stuff's all good at the moment. I mean, you haven't fired it yet, but we'll see. You land down, and this is one of those situations where, like, you really meant to get the ship looked at like a little bit ago. It sort of had the it's had a couple of lights on for a while that were like, hey, you should really check this out.
Check engine light.
So when you one of the landing
control
struts,
panel is just all check engine lights.
Yes, one of the landing struts doesn't fully extend. So when you land, it's sort of like you land at like an angle a little bit. You brought her down real smooth because you've been doing this with her for I don't know, a couple years now. You just haven't fixed that stretch. So, but it's very clear that this ship, to put it nicely, is a piece of Gosa, if you will.
Another fantastic 3-point landing, Ryder. If only we could get ourselves up to 4 like it's supposed to be.
Hey, when you show me the money, I'll show you the repairs.
Well, the money was going to come from
yeah. Yep.
Hey, Ryder picks up a pad.
Oh. I was like, what's happening? Am I supposed to be reading that?
He picks up a pad and he writes and it says, patience, and we need some overalls.
Goes and go and hide the things that we're not meant to have. Well, just make sure that the hidden things are still hidden.
Let me go secure our cargo.
Ryder, you can be on finding overalls. I'm gonna pop out and talk to the greeting party.
With the anarchy symbol on your chest?
Yeah, it's a tag that they did to me during the fight. They managed to. It was
well, definitely that will probably be totally fine. I'm gonna roll on a random table that I have here to see what sort of contraband you are hiding.
Noted.
I grab a can of spray paint. And I just spray it all over. Freshly spray painted all over Patience.
Oh.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm gonna get out of the ship.
I don't know why you have these on board, Gosen, but
what do we have?
You have a lot of drugs and several illegal space creatures, like furry animal.
Are they cute?
In some lights.
Okay. just
and
making
delicious
sure
in others.
Yeah. I'm sure there are some cultures that eat them. There are some that keep them as pets.
Okay, noted.
So
you should definitely not have any of them on board, though. They are super illegal.
So we have some space guinea pigs.
And cool. Are
and lots of
any of our drugs sedatives?
Very good.
That I can use to sedate our...
Hey, funny story. You don't know what the drugs do.
Great.
Okay.
My favorite kind.
Yeah.
All right.
But they could be sedatives.
Oh, sure, could be. Okay. All right. Well, I am going to make sure that the space animals have food, so that they maybe like a little extra food, maybe gets them, ready to like take a nap for a little bit, so they don't make a bunch of noise. And how much drugs? Like, can I hide the drugs on my person so they know where they are, or should I like?
Yeah, you could do that.
What's the street value? The space street value of these?
What's the space value of this mountain?
Yes, you could hide it on your person.
Okay,
If you wanted
I'm going to do that.
Okay. So this is going to be a boots. Is it boots in this game? Yes. Boots roll. Did I make it up? I did it right.
Oh, move.
Move roll.
Okay. Move roll.
Because you are putting a thing on. You're physically doing this.
Yes. I rolled a 1.
So, as a general, would you know how to hide drugs on your body?
What's your thing? General or teacher, right?
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
As a teacher.
I'm a general.
As a teacher, would you know how to?
Sword fighter. The other one's sword fighter.
I would know how to chop them into smaller pieces so they fit in my pocket.
He knows how to cut the drugs, is what I'm hearing.
Here's what I'm gonna say. You feel like they are so well hidden on your body.
Oh God.
Noted.
You feel like nobody's gonna know what's up.
Oh no.
Cool.
Cool.
So
everything's secure back here. I put the kitties down to sleep, and I took care of everything else.
Mm-hmm. The like a crew is coming over to help when a ship lands here. You know, people come over to help, so they're on their way. They are assessing your ship in a very confused manner.
Are these the people you're talking to, Patience?
Yeah, I while you went to find overalls and Gozen went to hide the stuff, I went outside to greet people and be like, "Hey, here's the deal. Don't come too close."
All right. They're there sort of, they have tools like to help to start fixing, but they don't really know where to start, and then you're covered in spray paint and
Do not come close. We have reason to believe this ship may have radioactive elements since the firefight that we had has leaked some of the engine. We've put ourselves in danger already. There's no need to endanger more of your lives. And I give any sort of salute that is normal for kill troopers.
Intel roll, please. Yeah, there's just, you guys are just using the BS function of the intel roll just over and over.
I mean that's what I can do right now. That's all I can bring to it. I have trooper or assassin. Oh, 6. Nope, that's not gonna work, is it?
Well, isn't that your crown?
You are a Vanguard.
I don't know how this works. I rolled a 6 on my regular dice, and I only rolled with one dice.
That's a real rolled max.
As of right now, we don't have any. We haven't accumulated any darkness, so that is a success.
So it's a success.
Okay, cool.
Oh, as in if I ever roll an 8, I hit my ultimate.
Correct.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
So, one of the guys takes a couple steps back and is like, "Oh, I don't want to mess with radioactive. You guys remember John? He died, man. I'm not messing
it's a very unpleasant death. You will
I'm not gonna
vomit out your own intestines.
Oh, that's
very unpleasant.
I don't.
I go into graphic detail about some of the things that happens with radiation poisoning just to make them properly back up.
I'm on the other side of the ship because I went out. I'm starting to search around. I hear that, and I just hear, "Oh yeah, it looks like there's a leak over here on this side. We should be putting a cordon around this this entire area. Everybody should get the hell out of here."
Yeah, they scurry away.
Oh, I wait. I want to yell from inside. They might need to send a repair crew. maybe get the ship fixed up a little bit.
Maybe, but I walk back onto the
just
ship.
the outside.
Yeah, we might not want to have repair crews poking around on the inside though, so we need them to rather they leave us alone for now.
Oh man, I really like that idea.
God, just fix the strut. Just fix the one landing strut. It's fine.
Yeah.
So I've bought us a little time, guys. What are we doing?
Do I manage to find a something to look like the ground crew here?
Oh yeah, I mean it's a busy in use hangar. There's a lot of stuff sort of laying around.
Right. So I'm just gonna casually change into that so that I look like I belong here.
Sure.
Get some
Take
oil.
off your velvet smoking jacket.
My velvet smoking jacket. My very expensive. Put my very expensive sunglasses away.
Good.
Put myself into like one of these work outfits, and then I'm going to look for a terminal to order up some repairs.
Okay. There's one like near the entrance to the rest of the station.
Is there like so I'm gonna try to order a strut repair.
All right. What do you want to use for that? Is this you want to use your idea, or do you want to use? Is there a text?
Yeah.
You tell me.
I think
how you're doing it.
I'm just I'm using the fact that I get away with stuff, so I think it's intel.
Okay.
Two. So I can at least put a request in.
Yeah. This is they have like the parking spots, for lack of a better term, like all the bays. They have like they're all labeled on the floor, so they're very easy to follow. Everything's very organized, so you're able to put it in.
I said before anybody arrives, I'm like, so what's our plan? We get the strut fixed, and then we try and take off. We gotta somehow go ahead with our cover that we're giving the Republic some intel on rebel weapons. This is a good way to feed them false information right now.
It also seems like a place that we might be able to acquire some illicit weapons.
Yeah. To aid us in the fight.
Yeah, maybe worth having just a little look around. We don't have to stay long.
just a little. Just a little.
Just a little bit of crime. Okay.
I mean, I'm down.
For a treat.
I am
once again asking if you would like to steal guns from the Republic for a treat.
I would love some. We did just jettison a whole bunch of guns, and I'm very salty about it.
Would be nice if we could actually finish our delivery as we intended.
Yeah,
I think that's a plan. A plan
also,
I made
just
as a general.
Something for us to think about later after we've survived this whole thing is that maybe we shouldn't turn off our hailing devices while we just sail through space for like 24-hour poker games. That was probably a bad idea on our part.
Yeah,
probably why we got here in the first place.
It was a good game though. Well played.
It was fun. I'm so salty that I won all the guns I won from all the rest of you got jettisoned though. So I'll probably bring that back up a few more times.
So, Patience, I think that you should try to find out where guns might be stored.
In the armory.
I can do
that. Where's the guns at? Yo,
where you guns at?
Yeah, hey,
where you guns at?
All right, I'm gonna go do so, and I walk down the ramp back into the port, and head over to the computers that I've seen people tapping away at, and I'm gonna start I'm gonna see if my clearance code still works.
Okay, give me an intel roll.
Alrighty. 6. That is an ultimate, I believe.
It works great.
Oh, they haven't changed this. You'd think that they might have changed it after I, betrayed them.
It maybe works a little too great, as a matter of fact.
Wait a minute.
It gets you in, but because it is a code, because you worked as an assassin, which is a different clearance level.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever an assassin gets into the system and is like checking in, it pings.
Bing. So I log in. I'm like, oh, my clearance code still works, and then there's like a little pop up in the corner that says something about assassin 6942B has checked in, and I'm like, oh, I remember that. Oh, I remember.
Yeah. You've got mail.
Yeah.
To explain who you should kill next.
You have 2,472 unexplored messages.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. And I Do we have interpersonal communication devices or anything? Text these guys real quick. Can I space text them?
Yes, but it's not terribly reliable.
Okay, I will just quickly send off a space text to our group chat to be like, something went wrong with my putting in the code. It seems that they've booby trapped me. I'm definitely not saying that it was my fault. It seems that we might have company. They might have been alerted to the fact that I've logged in. We're on a time limit now. And then I send it off.
So about every fourth letter is just, it doesn't go through. So you get most of that, and I'm assuming that you can intuit what he means.
Okay. All right.
Or he's talking about boobies. Unclear.
8008-135.
Sounds like we're doing great. We just should hurry, but we always were going to be in a hurry.
So says the general.
That's right.
This was always part of the plan.
This was part of the plan.
Fine.
Yeah, patience, when you're done there, go log in and fire off an escape pod with your code.
Bing. Astapa? Astibbed with your plants, cunt.
Escape, please.
Oh, an escape. Yeah, will do. And you get willed.
Ooh.
I'm not very smart, so I spell it will do with 2 O's, and thankfully one of them's dropped. Tap. I'm looking for the armories and our general vicinity around.
Yeah, you're able to
AF.
access a map of the place. It's shaped like a big. It's just like a big pyramid shape, because they thought that would be really dope looking. It's not great for space, but they were like, this is gonna be cool.
It's not nearly as intimidating as they think, because from most angles it doesn't really look pyramid.
Correct.
People are coming in sideways and being like, what? Yeah, that's a weird arrowhead
I don't know what they were going for, but fine. So you're able to see where everything is. You can see where the armory is. And you also have access to where the very important state room is, where all of the bigwigs would be hanging out.
The assassin in me is very excited by that.
Sure. Yeah, we could visit.
I basically take this. I zoom the map and I click, highlight this room, bink, highlight this room, bink, and then go between and the little Google Maps.
Yep.
And then I take a screenshot on my space phone.
45 meters. 45 meters to kill a guy.
Send it to the group chat, and it's sending.
It takes a long time.
Too big. I'm like,
we have modern phones. We just have really bad service.
Yeah.
It's like
I start wandering around the daylight. I wander further than it would have taken to just walk over to the
walk
ship.
back to the ship. Yeah.
And I'm trying to get.
I'm sitting inside waiting for the go. Because it's like the text has arrived, but it has to download, of course.
Sure.
So I pressed it. I'm waiting for it to download.
If
If
y'all are going to go wreak havoc, I am going to go use that distraction to steal a bunch of guns.
Are we we splitting the party already?
I mean,
I quickly
I have
shout
no
out,
problem
the
giving you a
armory's
die.
on the way to the bigwig stateroom. We
Did
can
you
go
just yell
together."
that in the?
Because he said he said that message, and I was like, "No, it's okay. It's fine. The armory's on the way."
Yeah, so we can head there together, and then we'll pick up Ryder on the way back.
So you can drop me off, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
How far, Sarah, is the armory from where we're at?
It's not close.
Yeah.
It's much closer to Bay
It wouldn't
Hay.
be.
It's sadly not like the next room that you would go into. Like it's several levels down and
Okay.
like on the other side of the pyramid. from
But that's
you.
fine. Ryder, you've got your maintenance outfit. Get yourself a tram so that you can carry all of these, and you're just like
Yeah,
doing some shipping, just like we've been doing the whole time.
Also, okay, yeah, I'm good with that.
Great.
Bing, sent. There we go.
Yeah,
Finally.
finally went through. It went through.
And the only place I could find enough signal for it to send was like next to the ship. So I'm
Yeah.
standing next to them now. Like
You're
I just
actually
sent you
standing
diagram.
you were standing like
Standing back to back.
standing back
like
next to
yeah,
the ship.
like you're just like on the
There it
ramp
is.
leading.
That's a great plan.
Yeah, I thought it made sense.
I got it. Are we ready to go now?
Yeah, I'd say so. My thought is
Okay.
perhaps
Oh, you're here.
perhaps I get somebody injured, throw them into an escape pod, and then jettison with my code, and then they're like, "Oh no, the assassins escaped. Let's check the thing. Oh, there's life signs on board that escape pod," and then they go after the escape pod.
Oh,
That's-
sure. I like
that's
that
my plan.
distraction.
Okay, so you're sending
So
you
Patience's,
grabbing a
yeah.
person.
Patience's plan is to go to the armory.
Mhm.
Wait, we don't want to tip them off to the fact we're stealing guns, right?
Not too soon.
No. So we want to.
I mean, I
before we
want
steal
them
the
to
guns-
know, but like
Before we steal the
later.
guns, Patience's plan is to
Timing's
hopefully
important.
assassinate some bigwig that they come across,
Whoever.
just punch some space Nazi, and
Okay,
then
good.
and then get back to the nearest escape pod, grab whoever comes around the corner first, shoot them in the leg or somewhere where it won't kill them, get them in the escape pod and jettison it so that people think, oh, the assassin's getting away, and they go after that while we escape in our last hope. That's my plan,
Okay.
and it'll
Great.
work exactly like that. It's just one
Perfect.
roll, right? Just one roll. Any for all of
So,
them?
like, yeah, I mean, that probably is just all narrative and needs no rolls
Succeeds.
at all. That's
Yeah,
probably...
because I'll be moving. I'll be using my blaster and it's intel, and then because of my trooper thing, so I'll succeed
Right.
on a 1 through
Basically,
6.
so whatever you roll is correct. Yeah.
1 through 6. Okay.
Now, so I need to know where exactly you're heading to the armory first, and you're all going, all three of you.
Yeah.
Yes.
All three of us go into the armory.
So that we don't have to split the party. We will all three go
I
to the.
Hey,
think
listen,
that-
I love a good split party. Everybody gets knocked out of the scenes faster that way.
Yeah, is there a maintenance card?
Sure.
I'm take one.
Yeah. I mean, they're not like locked up or anything. Like they're, little trams.
Right. Kind of hide the MRI. Like, what are you?
Oh, do you want to?
What are y'all wearing?
Oh, I can just hide in the cart and get out when we get to the armory. That seems fine.
I'm kill trooper with spray paint over my front.
Good. And then you put on overalls,
I put on maintenance overalls.
and you in are
I
wearing.
have not changed, so I look like an MRI, and I definitely have drugs hidden on my person.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
sticking out of collars and stuff,
Yeah.
baggies, just baggies sticking out.
Right, you have like flowy. You're wearing like flowy purple pants and like a white tunic. Like you look very calm and very not a part of this entire thing.
And then there's like a big brick shaped thing just on his back.
Very obviously, you have a hookah.
Yes, I was going to say like a certain vase-esque glassware, shall we say?
Yeah.
Somewhere just sticking out of a pocket.
Yeah.
Well,
That's weird.
Baseball.
these are
Space
my
Spawn.
traditional robes
Spawn?
from my destroyed asteroid
Spawn.
colony, and I do not want to change.
Yeah, I get it.
I'll hide though. If that's
Also,
if that's what you need.
this little maintenance tram is open tops.
It's like a little looks like a little like a golf cart.
Yep. So if he's like, there's not really a place to hide in said maintenance.
He's trying to
tram.
hide
Like,
in a golf cart.
That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Like,
I'll just walk behind, and
Oh.
I will pretend that I've been captured by
We're doing the
patience.
old
by the maintenance
capture
guy.
situation.
No, by patience.
We're doing
by
the old
patience.
captured situation. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Sorry,
Let me relook at the.
Patience, are you riding on the little space golf cart and he's walking
I've
behind?
just got my prisoner freely, openly walking behind me. As long as he doesn't have obvious weapons on the probably does. They probably
Yeah.
carry a
No, I have my laser
sword.
blade.
laser blade.
Your laser sword.
I think my stats sheet says blade.
Yeah.
Laser blade.
Blade is what you roll.
Nice. How am I going to have arrested you and left you with your laser blade? I think I'm going to have to take your laser sword off of you.
That's fine.
If we do this.
You've been training. We've been training.
Yeah,
you know
you've
how
been
to
training.
wield
You've been
blade.
training me in the ways of the Amorai. I'm not good at it yet.
You are not.
So I'm just driving in front of them.
Yeah, you're driving in front.
I don't see them. Like
I'm standing behind. But
I just keep stopping when they are going through all of these motions. Like
I'm
looking
pulling
in
up the
the
schematics
rear
again.
view. Like
I'm pulling up the schematics, seeing if there's anywhere like prison detention anywhere that on the direction we're going. Trying to work out where I would be taking him.
I mean, it's not a direct route. You could go by prisoner detention. Probably it would be easier to do it after.
Yeah, I'm just working out a way of like, what would be a reason that I would be taking this long route to get to prison detention if anybody stops us? I'm like, yeah, that floor was closed for cleaning, and so I had to take this corridor.
I have an idea. As a former general, we know that the bigwigs in the room we're going to visit would like to question me.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've captured somebody important. You are a general of the rebellion, and I'm taking you directly to the bigwigs.
Wait, were you supposed to assassinate me?
No, I was supposed to assassinate Ryder.
Ryder.
Oh, okay. Cool. Just checking.
But it's okay. No one knows who I am.
Yet.
So that's the plan. You're driving in front with the maintenance cart. I'm walking behind. Then it's Gozen, and then I'm walking behind Gozen with my blaster just in my hand.
It's a weird parade. I just, in order for them to keep up with me, I just keep stopping in the hallway and like putting stuff on the cart. Like randomly.
Just random stuff. Stop here and take a potted plant, and then like drive.
Like, there's there's a thing there. I'm just gonna pick that up, put it on.
And sometimes you just take it off. So there's
and then take it off.
Sometimes they take something off, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like rearranging the whole route weirdly. It's really annoying. I'm gonna give you a star for that.
It's very, very feng shui.
I love it.
Because
So
it's
I have,
you're just like
I have my
super
little
disorganized
star,
with them.
my little star token here.
Nice.
Should I have a token ready in case I get a star?
Yeah, I was just thinking.
Oh, I have one.
need
I have
a
one.
star.
Am I allowed to use this star?
You can use whatever star you want, bro.
Well, that's
Star
cool.
you
I'll
want.
use this one when I get it.
You
Oh, I've got a
punched
good
the
star.
Nazis right in their organization.
Right in their organizational, they're right in their feng shui.
Right. Ooh, right in the feng shui.
Oh, right in the feng shui.
Ooh. Sounds painful.
That is definitely gonna mess up the energy flow in this room.
Mhm.
Literally, when they use their death rays, there's just one section that's just not powering up because the energy's not flowing.
It's all like weird and wobbly in that part. As you guys are heading down the hall, continuing to go down very confidently, feeling really good about the plan that you have come up with.
Feeling just a little bit lightheaded from the fumes of this fresh spray paint that's constantly under my nose.
You round a corner and like it wasn't necessarily on the map very clear, but you definitely are like walking through now, like the canteen. Like it is a room just full
of kill troopers.
of kill troopers. And we're actually gonna take our 5-minute bio break.
Oh,
right there.
All
I
right.
look at the map and I'm like,
Hi guys.
Anyway, so that's what I heard about what the ferrets did on Tuesday. So I don't know.
I'm
if that's...
still completely flabbergasted that
Yeah.
that they let that happen.
and they just
I mean,
came out of nowhere as well. Like, who knew that they could swim like that?
Right?
Oh, gosh, right? I'm gonna have nightmares for days.
Yeah, so let us know what you thought about that. You can message us all directly on any of the socials. Just,
All of the socials.
just get right in there. Start talking about
I'm changing my handle to Robert Ferret.
it. Robert Ferret GM. That's what it is. now.
Ferret Hartley would have worked better.
Well,
That was taken, strangely.
yeah,
Ferret Hartley GM was already snapped up.
by one of the ferrets.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very strange. We're getting it. Anyway, we are back from our break. And our heroes are, I don't know that we can call them heroes. Our
We're not heroes,
main
Dennis.
characters have just
We
walked
are heroes.
directly into like the canteen cafeteria / break room for the whole space station. And it is filled with a whole bunch of kill troopers.
I'm just gonna pick up the trash. Like trash cans.
Great. I'm gonna keep it casual. I am being followed by
Yep.
5 patients,
I keep
and I'm
pushing you.
just
I just
walking
keep
through.
like shoving you forwards.
Tell me where you are, how you are shoving him.
I have got my gun in my right, and I'm shoving him between the shoulder blades with my left.
Between the shoulder blades. Okay. Goes in, friend.
Yeah.
The last shove burst the drugs.
Oh yeah, right. On the, I'm pushing him right on the middle of the brick of drugs that's on the back.
So now it is you're sort of leaving a trail of powder.
Oh,
And there's more. And when it burst, it got like directly on your skin. So now you have some drugs seeping into your system.
cool. Do you want to message me? Tell me what the drugs do, because we don't know yet.
No, I'm just we're gonna do it live. I'm gonna let you know as
great,
things happen.
Great, cool. Feeling like I'm about to have a good day.
Yeah, no, you don't feel anything yet. I mean, you felt that burst, and you are now feeling it sort of.
Yeah, I'm gonna
out.
try and tighten my belt to help a little bit, so that
just
it,
all right. So now it's like kind of collecting in a little. Okay. Kind of a vaguely lavender powder.
Okay.
As I'm loading the trash cans onto the cart, I'm looking around to see if anyone's responding or.
Oh, I mean, everyone's looking at you.
Because
you drove into the cafeteria.
Yeah. I'll point over to the janitor, this maintenance man. I say, "You, maintenance, clear this up."
Yes, sir.
I turn and push goes in one more time, and another cloud of
yeah, a cloud. You're fine because
moving.
you have a mask
suited
on.
up.
But
Suited.
But Ghostin doesn't have a mask on, so now
Maybe
you have
not.
so it's soaking into your skin, and it's sort of a little bit of a cloud in this general area. like if Pigpen were drugs.
Yeah.
So in this,
Yeah.
Cocaine Pigpen is such a great character concept. Like a guy who's just done so much drugs that he just walks around in like a haze of cocaine.
Has this cafeteria got like a buffet bar in the center of it? Any open food that people are taking from?
Oh, absolutely. We're gonna say
Excellent.
yes.
As we walk past it, then I say, "And lose this, you scum, you rebel scum!" And I rip the rest of the drugs off, and I just kind of toss them, and it goes just like clouds over all of the food. Lose this. This innocuous cloaking device won't help you now.
So this I'm gonna say is an attack roll.
Nice. Yeah.
Because of what you are doing. So I believe you have blades or you have blasters?
I have blaster.
Okay. We're gonna use that as your attack roll.
Cool.
But this time the blaster is drugs.
So my blaster is 4, 5, 6. I rolled a 2.
4, 5, 6, or 7.
Oh, well, he has a D6.
You can't roll 7.
Yeah.
Never mind. Don't say.
I got a 2. Whatever that means.
So you So
my intent. However it goes, my intent.
Sarah, so this is like a perfect example where you can just give harm.
Oh, gonna.
Yeah.
I just am going to describe how it happened. So
my intent was, I'll try and pass this off as some innocuous, flavorless whatever. It's just to create like a big cloud of smoke so that he can escape, and it didn't work. So now I'm going to throw it to the side, but by doing so, contaminate the food that people are.
So you do throw it into the food, but you throw it a little too hard. You like didn't quite, and so first of all, when you grab it, you squeeze a little bit too hard and inhale some into your mask. So I'm going to let you know what that does to you in just a moment. But then you toss it, and it goes fully over the buffet, and it hits a commanding officer in the back of the head.
Cloud of stuff.
I'm going to give you a star because technically you just punched a Nazi.
Yeah, I'm going to take a star. Oh, I've got a good star.
However, both Patience and Gozen, at this point, you are starting to feel everything is a little wobbly. Okay. And it's starting to change, like, everything's really, like, beautiful colors. Or this very stark, like, militaristic, like, space station. Now it's also, there's a lot of rainbows going on.
So you keep moving, scum. You won't need this bag of, this cloaking of magic dust. Wherever the drugs you're going is not needing for things of magical. Keep moving.
Where I would previously have been walking very stoically and very upright, I am now doing some like looking around and smiling and just sort of like seeing things. Like I still know that I'm supposed to be walking forward, so my feet are going to keep moving. I'm going to keep moving in the right direction, but soaking it in.
Yeah.
You're soaking it in.
And you still have some collected in your robes as well.
Yeah, I tightened my belt because I realized it was leaking. I figured leaking was bad.
Yeah.
Cool.
You're starting to draw some attention now, friends. Like, kind of a lot of attention. The guy that you hit in the back of the head, not happy. He stood up. He's a very large man. And to you guys, he looks kind of like some sort of animal creature.
But a big one.
Big one.
Okay. Great.
What does he look like to me?
Just like a guy.
Dude. Is he wearing armor? Is he?
No, he's an officer.
He's like an officer.
Yeah. So like, I mean, he's a tall human, but he looks like a bear, I'm gonna say.
Right, he's like a big hairy dude.
Right.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm gonna note to patients. We should look out for that bear.
Yeah, you see it true too. I try and whisper in your ear, but I lean forward a little too much and just like headbutt you with my helmet. You see it too.
All right, I'm gonna have you guys both take a harm for drugs.
Right.
All
All
right.
right. I enter that into my danger box.
yeah, so you're gonna you're gonna have one.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is like, you're gonna succeed on it, but there's a chance
That you can clear
you
it.
might actually clear it. You might actually clutch on
okay.
the first go.
Gotcha.
All right, so I'm gonna roll my. I roll my die.
What I do is I actually keep 2 dice, so I keep a die for harm. So like you just put that so you would put that to 1.
Yep.
Now
That's
that's recording it,
roll my d8.
and then you're just gonna roll your other die.
Oh, we're rolling for it now, yeah.
Yeah.
We're rolling for it now.
Yep.
5.
Okay. You're still in the scene.
Still harmed, but yeah.
You are drugged out of your minds.
Okay.
I would like to spend my star.
Okay. Is it to take the drugs?
No. I
want in on this because I feel left out.
Yeah.
I
run over.
I'm pretty sure the Ryder could just like do a line of this and he's gonna be completely okay. Like this is normal anyway. As the rogue, I burn for freedom. I can burn a star to succeed whenever the result frees someone. So what I want to do is I want to I want to get these guys out of this room.
Mm,
I was gonna say my mind is already free.
I feel free at this moment.
And so I'm actually going to quick jump onto the cart and pull them up and be like, I'm gonna need to get both of you in the cart here. You're leaving a mess everywhere. This is a decon situation. I gotta bring the guys in from floor 2. We gotta get you out of here. There's food. There's the regulations.
This Rebel Scum is Scum. I said Rebel Scum. Rebel Scum. And then I just fall onto the cart and I'm like, I said Rebel Scum.
It looks like your good friend Ryder just rode up on like a 6-legged unicorn.
Where did you find this one?
Great. This is how we're getting out. I would like to board the unicorn.
You did it. You
shenanigans. I board the unicorn.
We're watching. It looked like you were trying to seat yourself up into a saddle, but it's just like a regular, like there's nothing in the back. It's like just like an open flat bed, and so you just like hike yourself up, and as he's pulling away, you're all sort of falling into each other.
As I'm driving away, I'm looking in the rear views at our bear officer friend.
Yeah, he is calling somebody at this moment, but could potentially also be feeling the effects of the brick of drugs that hit him in the head.
As soon as we get into the hallway, I want to, or like out of this room, I want to open this maintenance cart up as fast as it can go. Mm-hmm. Even if that means like, even if I have to permanently damage it.
Okay. What are you using?
Well, I am a
racer. Are you just like breaking it? Like
I basically just want to I'm willing to burn the engine out. I want to just get away from here as fast as possible.
Okay, I'm gonna say this is an attack roll because you're doing something to this thing that is not meant to do.
Absolutely. This is totally I'm gonna blast the crap out of this, but I am a racer. That is so I got a 1 and a 5. 5 would be a blaster roll and 1 is key. So I use a trick that I've learned a bunch of times that there's a way to overclock this. Mm-hmm. That I'm going to burn the engine out, but it's driving at the speed of a fast thing.
Yeah. You are cooking. You are cooking down this hallway. I'm assuming you're going. Which way were you? Did you go back out the way you came, or did you go like across the way you would?
I was continuing on the way that we were going, but I just want to get away from this room and get to the next level as fast as possible.
I just glanced over at Xavier, and he's just vibing over there with his dress.
I just felt like I needed to like
Yeah.
make sure I was staying in character.
Yeah, I'm with you.
While I'm like a little out of the scene. Yeah,
Watch out for the
Thank
snake!
you.
Pointing
Yep.
down the hallway ahead.
They are driving you insane. They're like climbing
It's
on
fire.
you.
It's fire! There's fire! Move the fire! No!
I've had this experience.
yeah.
I have personally been this driver before.
Yeah, they cannot hold their drugs the way that Ryder can hold his drugs.
Yes.
So
Did you
you're
swear
you're
on
going.
the thing?
You've gone. You know, down the hallway and around the next corner before the engine just kaputs.
I can feel my gloves.
I'm going to like as if I've got reins, like try and get the unicorn to start going again.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a map panel.
I mean, he sent you.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
It's you have.
I'm looking for a med bay or a decon station or something that where I can hold these guys under hot water.
Yeah.
Shoot them full of amphetamines.
Just
Gozen.
counter this drug with a different drug.
Gozen,
Yes,
how
patient.
many fingers do you have?
Just the 9.
I shouldn't have this many, right?
Oh, I can fix that. And I will pull out my blade.
Just the 9. 9 like every regular person.
Yeah, there is a med bay. It's not quite on the direction, like it's a level above where you are trying to get to now, but it's not terribly out of your way.
It seems to be the right choice.
Does it? I don't know. This is
when the cart's burned out, I'm looking around. Is
it's
there
like smoking. Like
yeah, is there any are there any security cameras?
oh yeah, everywhere.
I say I sort of I hold my hand out for you to chop the, and then I just like fall backwards off the cart just as the blade goes. I'm like, oh, as I wrap myself, I'm like, oh no, the unicorn! I told you you shouldn't have ridden it through the fire.
Try to find where the cameras are so that I can step out of the cameras.
Okay, that's
on
fairly
fire
easy.
now.
They're not like hidden.
Right. And then I'm pulling them out of the way.
Okay.
Look,
Oh,
she's in pain. I better do something. And I blast.
And then
You're shooting
blast-
left.
I shoot the
just
unicorn.
blaster fires
Yeah.
coming from the
Right.
And
And
once-
I know that like blades are dangerous, so as someone's pulling me, I'm gonna put my sword away. I'm a general, so I would know that.
Do you deactivate it first?
Yes, yes, definitely.
Then I'm going to
Don't do
shoot
drugs,
out.
kids.
I'm going to shoot out all the cameras.
Okay, that's gonna take a little bit more precision, so
Yeah.
that is definitely a blaster roll, please.
5.
Okay, you shoot them out really well, and as you shoot the last one out, and sort of everything gets quiet for a moment, you hear very frantic, loud feet coming your direction from the direction of the canteen.
Okay. We're gonna go.
Is it space
other direction.
spiders? Is it spiders?
It is to you.
Do you hear them?
I'm looking for a place. I'm
Coming.
looking for a place to hide. And looking for a place to hide with these buffoons.
Yeah.
Who are you
There
calling?
are several rooms around here.
Uh,
You just picking one and ducking in.
yeah.
Okay, there's one on your left. There's two on your right.
The one on the left.
Okay. And you drag them in with you?
Mhm.
Okay.
That's a good thing. We'll be safe
Dark
in
in
this cave.
here.
So you have ducked into it is fairly dark in here. And it's because it is definitely someone's sleeping quarters. And they are in it asleep.
Good. I push them into the bathroom.
Okay.
And then I close the bathroom. And then I set my blaster to stun.
Okay.
And I walk over to the bed where the person's asleep.
Mm-hmm.
And I shoot them.
Okay. I just want to know how this is going to end up playing out. So give me a blaster roll.
Yeah. 4.
Okay. Yeah, you stun them. They do not wake up. You get a star. It seems a little cheap, but you still get one.
A little cheap, but I'll take it.
Yep.
I'm looking for the closet.
There is a closet.
Are there clothes in it?
Absolutely.
What kind of clothes? What is this person?
This is just like an important enough rank to have their private sleeping quarters, but they're not like super high up.
It's like an officer. It's not like right. They have their own. This is like their own thing. All right. We I turn the shower on and I stick these two.
When you go back into the bathroom, you see that I'm bent over the sink of the bathroom, and it's and I'm washing my face, but I haven't taken my helmet off.
Right.
Splashing with all my gloves and my helmet. I'm just in the water, just.
Also, it's making all of that stuff run, all of the spray paint, and so it's just like red, like your splash. It looks like you've been through some sort of massacre.
I'm looking at myself in the mirror.
Do you like what you see?
I do.
Great.
Having a good time.
Yeah, good.
So at this point, I'm literally going to like rifle around in this guy's apartment.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to sit on a chair, looking at the door, so that I have the stunned guy in my line of sight. And I'm just hoping that these two sleep it off I just leave them in the bathroom.
Great.
I end up in the fetal position.
As you were rifling around in his closet, like there are clothes if you are interested in switching to be in officer gear.
I'm going to switch to officer.
He has feet the size of your sister, so you have to be barefoot.
I'll just keep my shoes on, which are dead giveaways, by the way.
Yes, absolutely.
They're like, they're like space snake boots.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
cool.
like, I'm picturing like a nun walking around in like Doc Martens. just a complete mismatch of the two.
It definitely does not fit. I'm gonna say that you're feeling a little bit more lucid. I mean, you can still definitely tell that you're on drugs, but you have gotten more of a handle on yourself.
Okay.
Both of you.
I turn away from the others and press a button that goes, and then I reach in and wipe the drool away from my face, and then
Yep.
the mask comes back down.
You take a peek at yourself in the mirror, Patience. You are covered now in like dripping red. Just dripping red. That's it. That's the.
Who died?
Oh, Patience, did you kill yet another person?
I normally remember. I walk out and I see this stunned person in the bed, and I'm like, yeah, maybe.
I trained you well.
A lot of blood on them though, and I grab them by the scruff of the neck and I just kind of hock them up, sitting upright to check them for blood, then drop them back down again. Wasn't theirs. Hey, Ryder,
Oh no, is that an officer?
did you join the the Republic?
No.
Who did I kill?
No one. That's paint, bro.
Who's Paint?
Did you just smell it through your mask?
And then I went like that and stuck it up through the. Oh yeah, it's paint.
Oh, okay.
Why am I covered in paint? Where are we? What are we doing?
Aren't we? I thought we were something about guns, right?
Yeah, we were trying to go to the armory, and then you two decided to throw drugs around a cantina.
Who's that guy? I just point to the corner.
No, I
There's no one
wouldn't.
else standing there.
I'm a general. I would.
This is
never
his
do
apartment.
that.
I stunned
No,
him.
I'm pointing off to just an empty corner of the room.
Mm.
Is he with us?
It's your conscience.
All right, I'm gonna need both of you to just sit down.
I thought. Never mind. I will.
I sit on the.
Do they have any? Are there any? Is there any caffeine in this place?
Sure, we can say that he has a private stash.
Sure. So I give them some caffeine,
So
some water bottles, some space bottles.
some space bottles.
Get a straw.
Great.
Yep. Yeah, that counters the effect. You still feel a little funky, but you're
All right.
back.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa, everything's bright.
Thank you, Ryder. It was weird.
So,
You remember the bear, right?
Yeah, there was definitely a bear
Okay. As long as just checking.
and a unicorn. I
remember
might
the
not have been
unicorn.
real. What is this guy
those
doing? And I just point to the guy that I'm sitting on now. What is this guy doing?
This is his room.
Oh,
Okay,
great.
so he's dead. He's not a problem.
I stunned him.
Just stunned. I take out my blaster and just put it to this temple.
Just
There's
send
no reason this guy doesn't need this guy. We don't. He was asleep when I got here. I just wanted him to stay asleep.
Oh, that's a nice way for him to go.
All right, give me a
Just got dark.
blaster roll.
I'm literally an assassin.
Welcome to Sarah's Table, the family-friendly show.
You
We
said
shoot
this is about
people who
punching
are
Nazis.
I
These
know,
guys are
I know
Nazis.
it.
All right,
Blaster?
blaster roll 4 of my 4, 5, 6.
Oh yeah, coup de grace, friend.
Uh,
And it's an energy discharge, so it doesn't create blood. It just
Mm-hmm.
it's not
Fries his
gory. It's
brain.
just like
Oh yeah,
Very
like a interceptor
fine.
rifle.
the
fucking
patients.
dog.
We don't. That's not us. We don't just indiscriminately kill people.
well, he does. They do. Anyway, take a star.
I do. Have my staff from before, and you can only have one, right?
Oh,
Correct.
yep.
I still have mine.
So that was just for
That was
funsies.
just
That
fun.
was.
That was just in character that I was an assassin
Yeah,
that
sure,
hates the,
I'm with-
the
I'm
Republic.
with you.
All
A
right.
little strong, but I see the training is helping.
The,
So we're on the space station still, yeah?
Yes. Still on the space station.
we're still on our way to the armory. Some time has passed. How much time has passed?
At this point, with everything that happened, I'm gonna say like a couple hours by
Sure.
the time that you were able to sort of make your way through, and then the drugs, and then time for the drugs to sort of wear off, and yeah, a couple
Okay.
hours.
Based on the map, where is the closest escape pod?
2 levels down, so you would have to go past the armory to get to the escape pod,
Because we should.
or up. Nicer escape pods upstairs, because that's where the fancy people are.
Mm-hmm.
Service escape pods down.
I just thought we already had a dead guy, so we could have put him in that.
You do have a dead guy.
It's more important that we get to the armory right now.
Yeah. How could we? Oh, we could fold the dead guy up like laundry,
Oh,
and
boy.
just say we're taking the laundry down to the laundry room.
Why do we need
In
to
a-
take him with?
This-
No, because it's Oh, you don't remember your plan, Patience?
There's a lot of my memory is just color at the moment.
I think I remember. Your plan was we're going to take a body, put it into an escape capsule, and launch it, and use that as a distraction.
They're going to need to be alive, though.
Not an escape pod.
They're going to need to be alive.
Yeah. What's our closest?
So that when they see the escape pod leaving, they check it for life signs, and they see that there's life on board.
You're right.
We could have jettisoned this other dead guy just for fun. Again, just for funsies.
Just for funsies.
Everyone loves shooting Nazis in
Eventually-
space.
Can stay here. Let him sleep.
Yeah, this guy doesn't want to.
Let
He
him
doesn't show
sleep.
up for work. People come back and try and find him, and then they find that he died in his sleep.
Sleep.
With a blaster
With a bla-
burn
with,
on
with
his
just
temple.
burned blaster burn.
Yeah. It's
He had a
that's
very
what
bad
happens.
dream
Whoa, that is the worst dream.
with a whole bunch of like essentially blood on the floor of his
Yeah.
bathroom.
But not his. Where did this come from?
Where did this blood- Test it for DNA.
So-
Take it to the lab. Oh, it's paint.
Killed
Goes
the
in.
monster.
Yes.
Put on some of this guy's clothes.
Oh yeah, the officer grab. Yeah, so I'm going to carefully make sure the rest of the drugs that are in my back with my robe don't like get all over the place and wrap it up, and I will put on the officer's robe.
It's not a robe. Oh, are you putting on his robe, like his
Oh,
bathrobe?
No, sorry. I just always wear robes, right? So I'm gonna put on the officer
That would be
uniform,
amazing.
but I'm going.
Just walking around the
to-
corridors like, good morning, in slippers.
I am going.
Morning,
Just
morning.
fetch the
Good to
papers.
see you. Morning.
Mondays, am I right?
Hi. Hi.
Space
Good
Mondays.
morning.
So
Oh,
yes.
what's
Oops,
what's
sorry,
great
robe
is
slipped
that
in.
you both are now wearing with the same name tag
Oh, perfect.
because you took it out, and you are not the same size, so it does not fit both of you very well.
it
either
fits
of
neither
you.
of us well. I mean,
Right.
it's
Great.
Is the
That's
name
fine.
something generic like
Um,
Smith?
It's not. It's like really specific.
which one of us has the better fitting jacket?
I'm gonna say Gozen does.
All right.
Okay.
So I take the jacket off and I just throw it over my shoulder.
Okay.
Great. Hold on.
Cash.
And I want to take my robe because I don't want to get rid of my nice robe. I'm
Sure.
gonna put it in the shirt in the belly.
Give yourself a bit of a belly.
Like wrapped around all the drugs. Now you got a little drug belly.
Yeah.
Got it?
Yes.
It does not look natural at all.
as you were getting changed, I
You're
finally
leaving the
saw
robe.
these-
You're leaving the robe.
No,
you don't
hey,
need
no.
that.
let him take
These-
it. Hey.
I saw
These
the
are
drug
these
I saw
are
the
these
drug
are my
paraphernalia.
traditional robes. They were not
Yeah.
very. These I've had these for years.
This is my traditional not being dead.
I point at all the drug paraphernalia that I'm now just seeing, and I'm like, "Is this why I'm all tripping right now? This is the stuff that we were smuggling for Mr.
This is all the stuff we
Simpson,
were
right?
snuggling.
Why?
We're
That's the
snuggling
problem.
it.
Why is it off
You
the
We
snuggled
were
ship?
it.
supposed to be smuggling it, but you were snuggling it into your body.
Why is it not on the ship? Why did we bring
was
this?
that
in?
I don't
I
know.
had to hide it.
You had to hide it
wanna
on the
hide
ship.
it.
Yourself?
I didn't want to hide it on the ship. It can get found there.
Yes, it's a rebel ship.
All right, we're done.
We
Leave
stolen
the drugs
rebel ship
here.
from the rebels.
Leave the
Remember
drugs
rebels?
here with the dead guy.
I am going to.
We are going to very casually and methodically
Hold on.
make
hold
our
on,
way
hold
to
on.
the armory.
Hold on. I have to ceremonially fold my robe, and I'm going to put it like on the bottom of the officer's closet, and like folded super nicely, with the drugs still inside.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Ooh.
I sort of like sweep up some of the remnants of the dust that was coming off of your robes, and I go, "You're unbelievable." just a pinch of the stuff that was on
Just
his
a
robes.
little bit.
Of the...
I
Yeah,
like
you-
the bear. It was good. A little bit.
Right,
All right,
let's go
here we
kill
go.
some fools. Good,
So
I'm good at
for
this.
the
So
for
wait,
the
is Patience putting on one of his uniforms over his outfit?
no, Patience just looks like a stormtrooper, a kill trooper that has had a bad day.
Yep.
Okay, great.
And so I throw the officer's jacket over my shoulder, and I'm gonna step outside.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk like I own the place now that I'm an officer. I'm going to use my knowledge of being a general to do that.
Okay. I'm not even going to make you roll. You know how to do this. You're good.
All right, we're going to continue towards the armory.
Indeed.
Okay. There is a lot of alarms going off just kind of everywhere.
What do you think that's about?
It's
Probably, Probably.
I don't know. We can ask somebody.
We
I'm
should.
sure they would tell us.
There are a lot of people running in lots of directions.
I just tell someone to tell me. I'm an officer now, right?
Yeah.
You have an officer's
Yes,
outfit on, yes.
I am an officer.
Great. I am going to call out Kill Trooper status report and like use my general voice to sound like I just need to know what's happening.
One of them stops, has his weapon out. He turns and sees your that salutes. Sir, there's someone's infiltrated the base, and we're all to respond. And there's the senator's getting here, should be here any minute, and we have to have everything under control.
Understood. As you were.
He salutes again and runs. Everybody's really just hauling it in the direction from whence you came.
Seems real.
Cool.
Which is good, because we're not going that way.
Yeah, we're not going that
Keep
way.
going then.
Okay. To get to where you were going, you're going to have to take an elevator.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of
Elevator down.
I'm not afraid.
Good to know.
Sarah sounded a little worried. I was like,
I have defeated a number of elevators in my life. Yeah, so all right, we get to the elevator.
Mm-hmm.
We're going down, correct?
You need to go down?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, we're just gonna get on the elevator.
Yeah,
we're being casual here.
Okay.
I know where I'm going.
Super casual.
Elevator slides open. You step inside. It's starting to slowly close. Right before it closes, hand stops it. It slides back open. Patience, you notice that it is another assassin.
Oh, shit.
And they step inside and then turn back around, and the elevator closes slowly.
Like they turn back around, like they're turning towards the door, like so their backs to us.
Oh no! Like they adjust themselves so that they're sort of like in the corner of it, but like looking back at you.
Like an assassin that has been trained to never let their back.
Don't turn their back on you.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're standing in the elevator the wrong way, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, they're
Okay,
doing that
just
weird,
checking.
creepy thing
Just
where you're like,
checking.
Yeah, and then the elevator doors close, and I think that's where we're gonna stop for the day.
No.
So let's do our moments of gratitude.
Yeah.
Oof.
Is everyone? Let's get out of the way now that everyone is grateful for drugs.
Mm-hmm.
There was a moment, Sarah, when you were like, hey, you have some drugs on here on the ship. And then Xavier was like, yes, and I will put them on my body. And I was like, because that's absolutely not going to come and bite us all in the butt.
No.
And then I was thinking about a certain franchise that does a lot about smugglers with spice that isn't Dune.
Right.
And they really let you know that spice is just a straight up drug.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yet, no one is ever like, you know what I like? I like to do a little spice. Like it's never like that's like a completely. It's just like, oh yeah, drugs are a thing. So I did super appreciate our heads on right into the idea of what it would look like if an assassin and an ancient warrior did a bunch of psychedelics on a space station.
Yeah.
While a known criminal and degenerate was the only person that could take care of their shenanigans.
Keep them in line, yeah.
Thanks so much for bringing a unicorn for us to ride out of here. That was
Yeah,
much appreciated.
Always. If I can inject that into every game, I'm gonna.
I really like that Xavier was just really agreeable the whole time, just like
yeah.
And I'm over there on the computer thing in the hangar trying to work out a thing, and I might go assassinate this guy just out of apropos of nothing, and Xavier's like, yep.
Oh, I mean, I'm a general. I've seen war. I understand how it works.
Like, sure, let's do it. It's like you're very the character is very yes and. It's like they're an improv general. They're just like, yeah, let's do it.
General improv. I have seen you before. You are feared throughout the system. Will you come to my show? Absolutely not.
Yeah,
don't say yes.
How old is it? It's just a tight 3 hours.
Yeah, really tight. Probably. Last time it didn't go past 5. It's fine.
I really love the adjusting the feng shui of the corridor.
Oh, yeah.
As a way of blending in. How am I going to blend in with this maintenance cart? I'm driving a golf cart down like a narrow hallway. I'm just going to pick up this pot plant, move it 30 feet down the path, and put it back down again.
You never know when that's going to come in handy.
If you were in an office building and someone walked by and picked up a potted plant or a trash can and moved it 50 feet, you would 100% be like, well,
that's where that's meant to be.
Here.
Yeah, clearly they work here.
Oh, yeah.
Clearly they work here.
Nothing about that.
It's
I assume that's where the plant is supposed to be now.
It's the space equivalent of the carrier clipboard and a hard hat. You can get
That's
anywhere.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I'm imagining. So there's the scene where we're gunning the tram down the thing, and it's reminding me of the similar scene from Speed Racer, from the Wachowski Speed Racer. And of course in that one, Freebird is playing. But yeah.
So what song was playing for you in your head while you were writing on what you thought was a unicorn?
Happy Together by the Turtles.
I was about to say, since this is like knockoff, generic size, it would be, a generic version of that song. It would be almost.
Yeah.
Happy Together by the Tortoises.
Yeah.
Almost Freebird.
Yeah.
$2 bird.
I love
by the tortoises.
I love that Sarah managed to make the description, like actually tell us exactly where the drugs were on your person, and then completely, I forgot that it was right there on your back.
Oh my gosh,
right? And to remember that and bring it back and be like, well, I did tell you that's exactly
I did
big
tell
block
you.
of cocaine.
Robert, you as a professional dungeon master, Sarah as a professional dungeon master, myself having dungeon mastered a billion games, there is no greater gift that you can give to a GM when the GM asks you a very specific question.
Where are you punching him? I'm like, where else would I be punching him? I guess in between his shoulder blades, right?
And I didn't at any time in your description did my brain go, oh, that's where the drugs are.
Yeah, not at all. Okay.
And then you said it, and then Sarah's eyes lit up, and I was like,
yeah,
"Oh, that."
I was like,
"Oh no!"
Rewind, your numbskull style into Sarah's head, and inside this is just like a whole bunch of people, like inside, just being like, "Say between the shoulder blades, say between the shoulder blades, say between."
Yeah, no, it was like, did she say it? Like in Labyrinth, it was like all the little goblins were just like, yes, and then you did. It was so sweet of you. Thank you. I was very excited about the idea of getting to put both of you on drugs, and then you both didn't do well with your rolls, and it was just, this was good. It was
It's
good.
it's those one roll clutch things that I really love about RPGs in general. Is that like if I'd rolled really well, there's a chance that all of the people in the cafeteria were drugged instead of me.
Right,
And
yeah.
I would have been fine. Everybody, all of the enemy would be drugged, but instead, completely the other way around.
Yeah, no.
I just recently watched an episode of the latest season of Archer. And that's literally the plot, right? Like where they just let her. They're like, "Well, go seek, sow some chaos, you monster of chaos." And it's like, "Did you put drugs in their water?" She's like, "Well, I didn't. I mean, they could choose to not take the water,
Right? They don't have to drink it. That's not.
That is where I thought the drugs were going until where did you push? And then.
I wonder if there'll be repercussions as to, we're smuggling those drugs for a reason. We have a buyer, presumably. They've obviously come from someone and they're going somewhere, and we've just lost them all.
Yeah.
Taken some of them.
Yeah.
But hey,
but also now that we have like the mysteriously dead officer, but there's definitely a stash of drugs in the bottom of his closet.
And like Amurai robes.
Right, and Amurai robes, exactly.
In the bottom of his closet. That's gonna
He's
be a
dead.
thing.
He's dead. It's filled with drugs, and proof that he is a rebel sympathizer of some kind, holding to an ancient religion.
Exactly. He was assassinated by the good guys because he was one of the rebels.
Yes,
in disguise.
Probably. I'm sure that's probably
that's the conclusion
neatly
that they'll come
tied
to.
up.
Yeah, we covered our tracks really well there. Good job, team.
You're just like,
and the
you're still dripping paint.
Yeah,
like,
the kill trooper. I was just about to say the kill trooper who is literally dripping red paint won't at all be tied to the puddle of red paint in his bathroom.
And like the footprints that are leading away.
Directly to me.
And the video footage of us shooting out all of the
cameras right outside his room.
The footprints lead up to an elevator, and then they just have to get on the elevator and just like open the next floor down. Nope, not this one. Nope, not this one. Oh, red.
I have a feeling there might be some dead assassins in an elevator soon.
I'm loving it.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
Yeah, good stuff.
Assassin.
Yeah. This assassin has taken 0 drugs, so we'll see what happens.
I like that. I like that when we were deciding on characters, I was like assassin or robot. Somebody who's intelligent. I'll go the assassin, and then you were like, "Oh, there's nobody intelligent on your party." I was like, "Oh, that's not going to be important. It's going to be a hack and slash. It's going to be a hack and slash kill murder spree game. Nope, it's all subterfuge, subterfuge and hiding and intel."
It's fine. It's always funny because I always come up with, I don't know how I managed to do it, but like the last time I ran a D&D game, I was like, I pre-built all these characters. You can pick whatever you want, and I was like, I tried to make the cleric really interesting because I have a hard time getting people to play clerics, and they were like, we want to play these. I was like, nobody wants the cleric, and they were like, no, like no one wants the cleric for sure. We don't. No one's going to take a healer.
Sure.
They were like, nah. Here we go. Yeah. It's fine. You're doing an excellent job, all of you, with your intel rolls.
Yeah.
Doing
just
good.
Fine.
You guys actually have not failed in intel.
Yeah, no. We have 2 vanguards so they're actually not dumb.
Right.
Sarah's point was one of us is an assassin and the other one is me. And I personally am an idiot, right? Like it has nothing to do with how smart my character is. It just has to do with the fact that and that's why me being in the adult supervision role.
Oh my gosh, right?
So good.
Just is so dangerous. Like,
no, you did a good job. You didn't do anything until the adults were ready.
We're just gonna sit here.
I may have had to do that before.
I need an adultier adult. Please. Thank you all so much for playing at my table today.
Thanks for
let's go around the table and tell everybody where we can be found on the intrawebs. Xavier, let's start with you. Where can we find you?
Yeah, so you can find me on Twitter. That's probably the only place that'll be easy to find me, but I am at Pancake Archduke, because I am, of course, the Archduke of Pancakes. Maybe you didn't know that about me, but I am.
Yeah.
Xavier's the only human I know, a non-corporate
The end.
entity, a non-corporate entity, an actual person that owns a pancake printer.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah, I do.
That's
I needed
rad.
it to 3D print some pancakes.
Wow. I'm coming over.
Please, I live in Queens.
Great. Is there do you have anything coming up that you're looking forward to that you can plug? Or just like printing pancakes is also an acceptable answer?
No. But if you want to know my favorite 9th level games game,
I do want to know that.
it is Hot 16. Which I helped design years ago.
I was about to say Xavier has a design credit with 9th level as a co-designer on Hot 16.
Pick it up; it's fantastic.
Can you give us elevator pitch?
Yeah. You and your friends are a rap crew, and you are going to create a rap together. You'll start with a line from a real song, and then work together to write the rest of the rap, and then do it live.
Oh man,
it's gonna be dope.
And it's sold in a
little cassette tape.
A cassette case.
Oh man. Cool.
Hot 16.
And where can we find that?
Nowhere. Good luck.
Okay.
I have exclusive.
It will actually soon be available. It will soon be available digitally. It's never been available digitally before.
Oh, perfect.
It'll soon be available digitally. So.
Great. All right.
I probably have a couple exclusive copies left if you want to DM me.
Great.
I will sign them. In fact, mine are signed, I think.
Ooh, fancy. Well, I mean, I'm going to snag one of those, so everybody else is going to have to deal with that. So, Robert, where can we find you?
Hello. I'm Robert Hartley GM. You can find me by Googling my name. You can find me on Twitch. I stream on Twitch Dungeons and Dragons related content about 5 or 6 days a week. You can also find me dungeon mastering for Viva La Dirt League over on Viva La Dirt League D&D on YouTube. I have just today is the 6th, correct? 6th of November in New Zealand.
In New Zealand, yes.
Which means that today, which is definitely today, will be the day after the finale episode of D&D Logic, which is a D&D based web series that I wrote for Viva the Dirt League. And over on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Robert Hartley GM, tonight I will be doing the final behind the scenes look at the D&D Logic series and talking about everything that I'd planned for that and into the future and things. So you can join me there and say hello. Tell them that you came to my Twitch from this particular stream. That'll be fun.
Cool.
See you there.
That's very exciting.
Chris.
Hi, everybody. Chris O'Neill from 9th Level Games. We are, as we speak, getting ready for next month's big PAX Unplugged. We'll talk more about that as the weeks go on here as we get in. You can find me personally at All Hail King Torg on Twitter. You can find 9th Level Games on All Hail King Torg.
All Hail King Torg.
You can find 9th Level at 9th Level or at 9th Level Games on all of the different social medias. At 9th Level Games is usually the standard. And remember, we're playing Rebel Scum, which is currently available at finer game and hobby stores everywhere. You can also find it directly on 9thlevel.com. That's 9thlevel.com.
Hi, I'm Sarah Moore. You can find me on Facebook at Actor Sarah Moore. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Ko-Fi, TikTok at Pixies and Pins. You can find me here every Friday night on twitch.tv/levelup_TTV at 6 p.m. Eastern on Sarah's Table. We are going to be playing this. We have 2 more episodes of this, and then we are bringing back the puppets for the week of Thanksgiving. We are going to be playing Beast of Legend, which is the Wendy's RPG.
Oh, right.
With
Yeet is very excited. Tell me he's very excited.
Yeah.
He's a big fan of fast food.
Yeah.
And I know that there are some like special rules in that about actually consuming food. So
If you have Wendy's when you are playing it, you get buffs to your
Mhm.
rolls. If you are eating any other kind of fast food, you have to roll a disadvantage.
yeah, it's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna need some recovery time after that one, I think. It's gonna be great. Yeah, but come back here. And then coming up, which I'm super excited about, all of my episodes in December are one-shots, and there are a whole bunch of different systems, and they are all holiday themed. So we are going to be bringing in a bunch of different folk, and bringing the puppets back for the New Year's Eve episode. And we are going to be playing with the puppets on New Year's Eve. Kobolds ate my baby. So,
Not the kobolds.
but throughout the rest of it, there's going to be humans, and we'll see how well I can keep them on track as opposed to puppets. Yeah. Also, I'm going to be the DM for Actor Oki, which is Peter Atkinson's project with World of Chaldea, and so we are going to be streaming every Wednesday night on twitch.tv/Gilding Light, which is Satine Phoenix's channel, and it's going to be dope, hopefully, and we'll see what happens. It's a crazy format because we turn the RPG session into a script and shoot all the actors and then premiere the film, and it's a 3-week cycle, and we do it 6 times, and then I take a big, like, a month-long nap. So that's going to be great. Yeah, is there anything else anybody would like to say before we run away?
Happy birthday for tomorrow, Xavier.
Yeah,
Happy
thank
birthday,
you.
Xavier!
Thank you. Yeah, thanks for having me on Sarah's Table. This is my first time doing a live play kind of thing, and it's very exciting.
Oh, cool! Welcome.
Yeah, when Sarah was like, "Hey, do you have anybody new that would be interested in playing Rebel Scum?" We were like, who do we know that would want to play this game?
Was it this guy?
It was that guy! That was the guy!
Mm-hmm.
So good.
I'm glad you came to play. It was great.
What time is it by you when we started?
It's actually fine time New Zealand. For me, it was 12 noon when we started.
Okay, not too bad.
No,
Sure.
it's fine for me.
Sometimes things get scheduled out, and it's like, I don't get up
New
at
Zealand
4.
time. Sometimes it's like, oh no, I'd love to play in that game, but it starts at 4 o'clock in the morning on a Monday.
Woo!
It's not gonna happen.
I'm so glad that you all were here today. I had a great time, and thank you all for watching at home. And I know that we said it was family friendly, and then I put everyone on drugs, but just so that everyone knows, drugs are bad. Don't take drugs, children.
But we didn't curse.
Well, you did.
You did.
You got the one free PG-13 curse, I guess. I didn't know.
That's okay. It was only once. Yeah, so I will see you here next time. Thank you all.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. And as always, keep making art and keep being art. We'll see you next time. Mwah.